and sharing a few thoughts about what I think and how I feel about my country, Sri Lanka. For those who do not know me, I work for Cargills PLC. I joined Cargills in 1982 when Cargills was a little departmental store with 300 people working. Thereafter, many things happened. We started a little supermarket, and from one supermarket we went to another, but our progress was relatively slow. I had the occasion and opportunity way back in 1999 to engage with some farmer families in an area which was new to me. I was invited to talk to a few farmers who were all men at that time, and they shared their heartaches to me, a man or a boy from Colombo, and who went to Colombo College. What they shared with me changed my life and changed the way I thought we should govern on Cargills PLC. Being an old established organization, quite rigid in its thought process, the way they think and the way they conduct business, I had to change the process top down, not bottom up. We had not engaged with any farmer, nor have we ever thought we will engage with rural Sri Lanka. In 1999, we had 11 stores, food city stores. For those of you who shop with us, thank you very much for paying my salary. And we had one manufacturing operation, which was in processed meats, and Kentucky Fried Chicken, a restaurant at Majestic City. Having heard the difficulties these farmer families face in terms of marketplace, linkages, value for their effort, a return on their investment, we thought that we would and we will try to make a difference in our little way. Life is short. Today we are here. When we are told to come, we got to go. We can't say, "Hetenna." So we started from day one. And when we started buying vegetables at a price we thought is affordable to us as well, it's profitable for the producer. From that day onwards, the company changed and I changed. It's all about Sri Lanka and making a difference to rural Sri Lanka. I started my career when the ethnic conflict or the conflict broke out in 1983. But we continued and believed in making a difference since what I heard in 1999. Today, the Cargill story is not just about supermarket, it's about rural and regional Sri Lanka. Let me now talk to you something which I thought I would never see in my lifetime. I never ever thought in my lifetime I would see peace in this country. I thought I will leave the company and I will be no more in Sri Lanka, and my children, meaning children in rural Sri Lanka, would never see peace. But then it happened in 2009. When peace dawned in Sri Lanka, I was the first among many others, I'm sure, entire Sri Lanka was relieved. But then I thought to myself, there were many people who sacrificed their lives so that my children, our children, and all of us could enjoy the benefit of peace. I thought about countries. I thought about countries like Japan. I thought about challenges in Japan after the Second World War. What made Japan? It was companies, it was brands, it was institutions, it was not state agencies. It was institutions such as National, Toyota, Sony, and all these institutions which made brands and made Japan what it is today. So I thought to myself, it is time that I take the company from the comfort zone of doing and running a few supermarkets and a few other things we are currently involved in, to do new things. And doing this is by making sacrifices. Sacrifices for the people who gave their lives so that we can enjoy this peace. Sorry. I had an opportunity to meet for the first time in my life a very powerful group of secretaries. And I thought, this was towards the end of 2009, I thought to myself, I will share with this group of important, eminent government secretaries what I think Sri Lanka should be doing, or how I see Sri Lanka through their eyes, or through my eyes. I try to picture what Sri Lanka would look like. Even today, I close my eyes and I think what it would look like. We go to many countries. In the past, we say, oh, one day we'll be like this country. Today, that occasion and the opportunity has come to us. So in 2009, I had this opportunity and I shared with these gentlemen, I don't think there were any ladies there, all gentlemen, about what I thought Cargills can do through their vision of making Sri Lanka prosperous, not individuals, but the country, the community at large. Companies are the role to play in this development. And companies must play that role, whoever is in leadership on it. Because the opportunity given to us by those boys and girls and mothers and fathers who sacrifice their life for us to have peace. We see what our country is like today. We are able to travel from north to south, to east to west. We do this because we have peace. Some of us, myself, I'm talking about myself, was reluctant to move out of certain areas when the conflict was on. I was scared. But now that is no more. So I thought, can we do something different? Can we engage rural Sri Lanka more aggressively? Can we send money back to rural Sri Lanka than send the money overseas? Cargill's model was to import and sell. He said, we'll change that to the rural Sri Lanka. Can we send every day money across to different farmer families and entrepreneurs in rural Sri Lanka and make them happy and let them grow businesses, and well as when they serve us through their products and services. We have developed through this process thousands and thousands of farmer families with sustainable income. We looked at certain industries, categories. We looked at dairy. We looked at the impact of the foreign exchange which goes out to Sri Lanka. There's nothing wrong in money going out to Sri Lanka, but can't this money go into rural Sri Lanka? And so we invested in huge capacity, and today we have capacity in collection of milk, processing milk, which we are only using about 10-15% of that capacity. Now this investment was made not based on that we want a return tomorrow. That's what business houses used to do. They put the money and expect to receive the return the next day. But today business houses are changing. They're putting money, expecting a return one day, because Sri Lanka will be there, we won't be there. That's the difference. So the engagement with such vision is so important. I, for example, today travel a lot. I'm talking local level. And this is possible because it doesn't take much time for me to get to places and also to get the production of the farmer or the entrepreneur to the marketplace. This environment must continue and will continue. For that, we in the business world have to continue investing based on Sri Lanka's future, not on any individual or institution's future. Sri Lanka has given us, all of us, this opportunity. It is for Sri Lanka that we work. We don't work for a company or for an individual. And that's what we in the business world are striving day in and day out to make that difference. People perceive, imagine a farmer looks at a company as Cargills and thinks about, oh, this company is trying to take my money away. I must be very careful with this company. We have changed that and built trust with the farmer, with the entrepreneur. Of course, we have challenges, but what is life without a challenge? It's boring. Anything on a plate or a platter is not a challenge. Challenges are there. There are many challenges we face today. Many challenges. But as I said, life is boring without a challenge. So Sri Lanka has to be built with institutions. Institutions which are sustainable, which have strong foundations. We need to see new entrepreneurs. We want to see, and I personally want to see people challenging even the Cargills model. Because that is what brings excitement and energy and enthusiasm to make Sri Lanka a land like no other. I am not here to tell you what to do or what not to do. I am here to share how I feel as a Sri Lankan and what goes through my mind and what goes through the Cargills' mind to make a difference for our country. My country has given me and all of us this opportunity. Recently, after many years, I went to Bangkok, Thailand. I just went there for a day. I last went 12 years ago. And I saw the movement of traffic. Traffic was still difficult to move, but they had this overweight movement of high-speed trains. And I thought, oh, one day I will see that in Sri Lanka too. Right? I'm not trying to look at Sri Lanka to be